Darnell Nurse is not a happy guy. We're not sure if he's mad at himself for the way he's playing or if he's mad at the criticism he's hearing, but he's not happy. Ryan Rishaug was there in the middle of that scrum and now joins us to talk about it. Ryan, it just seems so out of character for Darnell Nurse. What happened?
Yeah, and a little odd on a game day, Gino. He's one of the leaders in the room, and kind of everybody takes their turn and comes out and, does their best with the media. But clearly Darnell Nurse was not in that headspace today. It is out of character for him. He generally engages with us and does his best to provide good answers. But you could tell right from the very beginning. I said good morning when we walked up. He didn't say anything. And then, I asked the first 3 questions, and I think it was maybe 15 words total, his answers. He clearly wasn't wanting to engage. Was asked other questions about, and I was asking him about Philip Broberg, just, about his game and why he can handle the pressure. And he just wasn't engaged. And then 2 more questions came his way, another 3 or 4 words, and then he just walked out and said thanks before we were actually finished. So you could look at this one of 2 ways. A player that's hyper-focused and ready to go tonight and just, too focused to do the thing with the media. Or you could look at it as a guy who is heavily criticized in this market, and it's been thick the last couple of days. I think some of it's a little much, but certainly there's a big chunk of it that is deserved for the space that he occupies in this lineup and the expectation on him to play well. And you wonder if that is maybe getting to him because it's heavy. And understandably, that would be difficult, but that's part of the job. So this was out of character for Darnell Nurse. Kind of odd that he did it on a game day where you're kind of supposed to just put that best foot forward. But the truth is, Gino, none of it's going to matter. If Darnell Nurse plays an angry, effective game tonight, what he said to us this morning won't mean a thing. It's just really notable that it went that way today.
Another big item to use on the day is the lineup changes. We're 3 games into the Western Conference Final, getting set for Game 4 tonight. This is where you start doing some tweaking, but Chris Knoblauch decides to do some significant changing, Ryan?
Yeah, we could see 3 changes here, Gino, which is pretty significant. Now, he wouldn't confirm any of this, which is also rare. He'll normally tell us what he's doing with his lineup, but understandably, he's playing it a little closer to his vest right now. It's round 3 of the playoffs, so I certainly don't have an issue with that. But I'll quickly run down the changes for you. Probably the most notable is that youngster Philip Broberg is coming in on the blue line in place of Vinny Desharnais. Now, Broberg is a first-round pick, pretty high caliber prospect for this team, but hasn't really been able to get traction at the NHL level. And he hasn't played since the AHL playoffs finished 3 weeks or so ago. So hasn't seen a lot of action. He goes tonight. Speed upgrade. That's a big part of it. Very fast, very mobile defenseman. Ryan McLeod coming back in. He was a healthy scratch. They probably want to see what they can get from him. He'll be motivated. Sam Carrick looks to be coming out. Sandpaper type, 4th line center. And then Corey Perry, Gino, looks like he is drawing into the lineup tonight. And Warren Fogle, 20-goal guy from the regular season, spent extra time conditioning after practice. That tells me that he's coming out. So Perry, the veteran savvy, McLeod, the speedster, who just got healthy scratched, who will be motivated, and the young blue liner in Philip Broberg. Significant amount of change. Seems like a lot to me.
So many storylines deep into the playoffs. Could Skinner bounce back? How does Darnell Nurse respond after that? And Chris Knoblauch making all the changes. If nothing else, Ryan, there's a lot to be watching very closely in tonight's Game 4 as the Oilers are looking to even up their series tonight.